Hello everybody, welcome to English Understand Easy channel, and today I will talk about comparatives and superlatives. So let me share screen with you. Have everything over here except what I was looking for. And what is this? Share. Okay, here we have it. Let me make it bigger and let's go all the way to the beginning because we have a lot of to cover. So, comparatives and superlatives. I put it in two different colors. Comparatives in blue, which means to compare only two things. Either way, to living things, to non-living things, but must be related. And then there are superlatives where we compare three or more things or people or whatever we need to compare. So let's go comparative adjectives. Comparatives are forms of adjectives and adverbs. So I will make it more visible for you, so you know what I'm talking about. First of all, we will talk about adjectives. So comparatives are forms of adjectives and adverbs that we use to compare two people, two things, two actions, or two ideas. We use them when we want to show that one thing has more, less, or a different quality than another. What does it mean? I will explain in few steps below here. So comparative adjectives. Comparative adjectives, let's put them in blue color because we are comparing them. We use comparative adjectives to compare nouns. That is very important. So nouns, I will put in green color. You will understand later on why do I do that. The structure is subject plus verb plus comparative adjective plus then plus noun. So this is quite long structure. So again, subject plus verb plus comparative adjective plus then plus noun. So we compare. Tom is taller than Jack. So comparative adjective, I will make it again blue to make it easier for you to understand. It's right here. Okay. Taller than Jack, which is noun. Now, verb. What is verb? Verb is. It is form of verb be. This book is more interesting than that one. So this is also comparative adjective. My house is bigger. And look at this. The comparative adjectives can be only one word, could be two words. How to form comparative adjectives? So First of all, the structure again, subject, Tom, this book, my house. Verb, is, or was, could be in past tense as well. Comparative adjective is in blue, plus then. We use then here, and I use then over here. And here as well. And then there is a noun, or if you want, an object. But the object must be always noun. It cannot be that one. Okay, it cannot be, this book is more interesting than that one in the shelf over there. That would be too long object. That's why we have noun over here. So how to form comparative adjectives? There are few forms that we can use. The most common is that we add er at the end of the word. Tall, taller. Fast, faster. Small, smaller. As you can see, we add strictly er, nothing else. But why is it important that I taught you previously what are adjectives, what is alphabet, if it ends on one syllable, two syllables, or consonant, two consonants, two vowels? It's all explained in the chapter about alphabet. I know that it sounds like it is something that you don't need to learn, but you need it in terms of spelling. And now it shows exactly what I mean. Here is another example. A cheetah is faster than a dog. So we added only er. Tall, er. Fast, er. Small, er. Smaller, faster, taller. So let's go to short adjectives ending in CVC. Wow, what is that? Consonant, vowel, consonant. Now we have to remember what is consonant. So let's make it simple. What is vowel? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U, sometimes Y. Consonants is the rest of the alphabet. That means 21 of them, B, C, D, F, G, H, E, and continues, and sometimes Y. When it's Y, consonant, and when it's vowel, is explained in the chapter about alphabet. So, short adjectives ending in CVC double the last consonant plus er. Big, bigger. So we have big and we add G and er. And here is another base comparative. Okay, I will delete this. Oops. I cannot delete it for some reason. Hotter. Okay, I will leave it as it is because what happens is it crosses the page and we have to use it as it is. So base comparative, hot, hotter. So we double the consonant plus er, just as it is said over here. Double the last consonant plus er. Double plus er. Double T plus er. Examples. Today is hotter than yesterday. today is colder. Now, it has nothing to do with the double consonant. I just use colder, not cooler. Cooler is not proper word. Okay. Now here is adjectives ending in Y. So, in this case, the Y is vowel. Happy, happier. Easy, easier. Y becomes consonant in words, for example, yellow or Yankee or yield. But here is at the end of the word and it says happy. So we changed Y into I-E-R. We have double consonant over here and here. We have one consonant in easy, so it does not affect that the Y is changing into I-E-R. This is how we create comparatives. This test is easier than the last one. Then we have long adjectives, 2 syllables. We use the word, use the word more plus adjective. So we have base, it's beautiful, and then we use more beautiful plus adjective. Expensive, more expensive. So the word, the adjective itself doesn't change. The adjective, I will put it in different color. Okay, let's put it in orange. So the adjective doesn't change. What changes is actually only we add the word more, because we cannot say beautifuler. We cannot say expensiver. That is not correct. That is actually a big mistake. Just like there is another word that we will get to it. You will see how easy it is to make mistake if you don't learn it properly. And it is right here, irregular comparative adjectives. So I would like to make it blue because this is a big chapter. Some adjectives are irregular. You must memorize them. You must learn them. Good, better, not gooder, but worse, not badder. Far, further, further. It has double spelling with U or with A. Little, it's not littler, it is less. Many, much, more. So these are irregular verbs. There will be many more that you will learn, but you will understand that they cannot be used as base adjectives. For example, this pizza is better than the other one. His results are worse than mine. For example, his results on the test are worse than mine. The pizza tastes better than the other one. I'm sure you hear that in my previous videos, that we can actually place play with English sentences. And let's go. This pizza tastes better than the other one. So let's put it in nice order. Oops, no, I don't like it. Okay, we have to go back and then do this. Yes. So then we have comparative adverbs. This is going to be really interesting because comparative adjectives, they compare nouns. Comparative, we use the comparative adjectives, use them when we want to show that one thing has more, less, or a different quality than another. That means when we want to show that noun or pronoun has more, less, or different quality than another. So if I will go to comparative adverbs, we are comparing actions. Adverbs describe verbs, how someone does something. So let's see what the example tells us. She runs faster than me. So we don't say she is faster than me. We say she runs faster than me. So if I will make verbs red, just for the understanding, then we have runs. She is not, she runs. He studies, not that, okay, he studies more carefully than his brother. If adjective, it would be he is more careful student than his brother. I work harder than before. So work is a verb. If I would want to have it as an adjective, it would be, okay, I work harder than before. My work is harder than before, but it doesn't say the same. So some adverbs cannot be really changed into adjective. So how to form comparative adverbs? Short adverbs, again, add er. Fast, faster. Oops. Let's add it. Hard, harder. Long adverbs use the word more. Carefully, more carefully, more carefully. You see, carefully does not change. Slowly, more slowly. So if I say, my uncle drives slowly, but my aunt drives even more slowly. Okay, we don't say slower, it's more slowly. Now, we can say slower, but we will use it in different, I will explain it differently, because slower is an adjective. Slowly is adverb. So when do we use comparatives? We use them when comparing two things. This book is better than that one. So I will copy or enforce two things. Talking about change between two. Whoa, that's wrong. Things. Now I should write living or non-living things. Let's leave it that way. It is getting colder. So this one is compared to things. Here it is about change between two things. It is getting colder and showing cause, or if you want, a reason and effect. That would be the more you practice, the better you become. So over here, we compare more practice and better you become. So this is when we use comparatives. Important rules. Comparatives compare two things. Okay? If we compare three or more things, not that way, two or three or more things, we use superlatives. And that's where we are heading right now. I believe I made it pink like this one. Okay. Tall, tallest. Good, best. I'll leave it as it is because we have some stuff to learn over here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yes. What are superlatives? We use superlatives to compare three or more things and show the highest, okay, this is very important, the highest or lowest value. So here we have it one more time to make sure you really do remember. Comparatives compare two things to. I will put only things, but it could be person. It could be anything. Superlatives compare three or more things. Structure for superlatives. Okay, structure for superlatives. Structure for superlatives. It is subject plus verb plus superlative adjective. That's really interesting. It's different from comparative. When we look at comparatives, the comparative has comparative adjective plus then plus noun. But in superlatives, we end up with superlative adjective. So let's have a look at examples. First of all, notice we usually use the before superlatives. Why do we use it? Because superlative is only one. Tallest or shortest, fastest or slowest, tallest, shortest, smartest, not so smart. Let's say there are many examples. I just cannot think right now what I would like to use. So let's use what the book says. She is the tallest girl in the class. The tallest because it's only one. So let's say she's, let's say we are in pattern 4, and let's say she's 120 centimeters tall. The others are shorter than her. So we can compare. Jane is taller than Anna. But if we say the tallest, then we say Jane is the tallest girl in the class. This is the most expensive car here. The most expensive. We don't say the expensivest. Okay? We use the word more where we cannot make the adjective as adjust as everyone else. Okay. So how to form superlatives? Short adjectives, one syllable, add est. Tall, tallest. Fast, fastest. Small, smallest. See, we just added est. Example, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. So we have the base. So if I will say, okay, the highest, high is the base adjective, and est is the highest, the superlative suffix. Now, what is suffix and prefix? I will teach you in a little while. Here we have again CVC adjectives. CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant. Double the consonant plus est. Big, biggest. So we have to add G plus est. Hot, hottest. Why is that? Because we end on consonant. And here I missed it. Okay. Example, today is the hottest day this week. Then we have adjectives ending in Y. Again, it is change Y into IEST, and Y is vowel. Happy, happiest. easy, easiest. Now, like I said, if you will look at the alphabet again to learn to understand the proper spelling, that will help you a lot to understand why do we change, why do we have double consonant over here, plus est, why do we change y into I plus est. This is only about superlatives. So this is the easiest question. Then we have long adjectives, 2 syllables. Use the word most. Beautiful. And now here is missing the most beautiful garden, for example. Expensive. The most expensive, let's say, dress in the store. So this is incomplete sentence, but explains what are superlatives, and that is very important. She is the most beautiful person here. Or we can say, this dress is the most expensive dress in this store. In our store. Wow, okay, I will make it a little bit smaller so we can see it properly. Okay. And maybe I should make it this way. Then we have irregular superlatives. Good, best. It's not goodest, but the worst. Worst, not baddest. Far, furthest, or furthest. Little, least. Many, much, most. This is the best day ever. The best. The best adjective, day. Or if you want superlative adjective, day. That was the superlative adjectives, worst movie, noun. So, as you can see, we can play with the words very nicely, only we must not be afraid of it. You must learn the principles of each grammar characteristics. It is not something I passed the test in school and that's it, because then you are not able to talk properly and that is not fun at all. Then I will come to something very, very difficult and I will play with it and change it a lot. It is called adjectives ending in ing and ed. Wow. That is something that, okay, I will write ing in red and ed. Wow, so far you learned that ing and ed is used only in verbs. Ing, present continuous tense, or all continuous tenses, and ed is simple tense, past simple tense. Wow, this is difficult because now we call this, and I will write it for you, gerund. Gerund is ed and ing, and it can be used with adjectives, not only with verbs. Now you can see that verb 3 does not exist because verb 3 is somebody's discovery in their head. It is not part of the grammar. What is part of the grammar is past participle that we studied earlier. And now we are studying gerund, not only continuous tense and past simple tense. So let's find out some answers. Adjectives ending in ing, present participle adjectives. Wow, that sounds complicated, right? Have an active meaning, and this is very important, active meaning. So I will underline it. Okay, that's not visible enough. My apology. Interesting. I will take the underline away because that's not where I wanted to have it. And here we have it. The noun described is doing something. Wow. Noun is doing something. That means noun plus action verb. And here we have a winning team. So we have team is a noun and winning is adjective. So let's go. I will put this adjective in purple and noun I will put in green. Okay. The noun is in green. So here we are going to do something different. I will take off the yellow color and team is going to be green. All right. Then we have talking dog. Talking is an adjective. Dog is a noun. An exciting movie. Why do we have such complicated grammar? It is not complicated grammar at all. You will find out on some example really, really fast how beautifully it is structured together. Now, adjectives, I will put adjectives in purple, but ed, I will no, I will leave them as it is. No, I will change it. I will change it into red purposely, but only this one, not ing like it is here, but in red as it is here. Past participle adjectives. Oh, new term. What is the present participle adjectives? And what is past participle adjectives? You see, now we use participle adjective, not participle verb 3. Verb 3 just does not exist. This is another proof that you have to learn past participle. If somebody teaching you verb 3, then show them this, because this is a copy from book for teachers at Oxford. So it is from my textbook for teachers that I explain it in language and presenting to children that are 10, 12 years old. Because I need you to understand it. So again, adjectives ending in ed have a passive meaning. Now, I am going to underline passive meaning. Now, what is passive and what is active? Look at this. The noun, which is in green, described, is the object. It's not doing anything. It is the object of the action. Wow. It is the object of the action. So let's see, what does it mean? A smashed headlight. Headlight is noun. Now, I should put ed in red. I will do it, but only with the first example. The other examples I will leave as they are. A surprised face. I know I'm going a little bit too slow, but you can always increase it for you to speed up. I mean, you can always increase the speed, so I am not too boring. Now, here is example. She is excited. Wow. Excited is adjectives, right? He is interested. Interested is adjective. So I can leave this in art, or I can just delete it and leave he is interested. So here we have more examples, and then we will get to very interesting explanation. So let's go. Adjectives ending in ing describe a noun's characteristic or the quality that cause an emotion. So I will highlight this one in thick print. Adjectives, okay, this one, let's make it yellow. Sorry about that. No. Okay. Now we have adjectives ending in ed describe action. So we have describe over here. I would like to use purple and okay, and it will be this way. Yes. And tick. Okay. Describe actions and a person's feeling or emotions. Feeling would be purple and tick. But emotion would be just tick. And I forgot to add S. Oh, that's not good. And why is the S? It's interesting. Oh, that's why. The S is slightly bigger for some reason. Why is that? Oh no, this is Roboto. And this is Times New Romans. All right. So then we have to do this. Where is Times New Romans? Right here. And everything is fixed. Okay, it's good to have everything correct. So, adjectives ending in ed describe action. Adjectives ending in ing describe characteristic. For example, an exciting book has qualities that make it exciting, whereas a person reading it would be excited. So here we have again two examples. The characteristics of a thing or a person that causes an emotion. The movie was boring. The movie has the quality of being boring. A feeling or emotion that a person experiences. I was bored by the movie. The movie made me feel bored. So what is the proper answer? Is this one. Oh, not complete. Okay. The movie was boring. I was bored by the movie. That's it. The movie has the quality of being boring. The movie made me feel bored. That's only explanation to what you just studied. So here we have few more examples and we'll finish this chapter. As you can see, it's quite a rich chapter and I would recommend to study it on 2 or 3 shorter sections. I cannot separate them because they would get lost in all the system. I need to have it in one line and you focus on comparative adjectives and comparative adverbs, superlative adjectives, and then adjectives ending with ing and ed. So here are some examples. Amazing, amazed. A whale's size is amazing, huge. You are amazed, wow, by its size. I feel excited. Annoying, annoyed. A fly is annoying, bzzz, especially when you are doing test. Mosquito, same thing when you are trying to fall asleep. You are annoyed by the fly. So, annoyed, not necessarily angry, but definitely not comfortable because you are just waiting when the mosquito decides to sit and start feeding on you. exhausting, exhausted. What does it mean? It means very tired. A long hike can be very tiring, exhausting, which is characteristic for the long walk. Long hike is walk. So I can, for many to understand it better, can be exhausting, tiring. You feel very tired or exhausted after the hike. So you feel tired. Frightening, frightened. What is frightening and frightened? Frightened means scared, but scared, really, really scared. For example, most people are scared of cobra. And picture this, you are in the zoo and the cobra finds its way out of her breeding area and gets between people. So everybody gets frightened because nobody wants to be bitten by the snake. Nobody wants to get poison into their body from the snake. So that is frightening or frightened. A scary shadow is frightening. So we can say a scary animal is frightening. So if you look at the bear and the bear is showing you its teeth and wants to eat you, then that's frightening because you don't know, first of all, how much it is going to hurt the way bear kills, but also you don't want to be eaten by bear, right? A person is frightened by the shadow, or we can say a person is frightened by an angry dog. So if there is angry dog on the sidewalk and you need to get from in front of him behind him, then you don't know, you stop, you are frightened of his danger because you see he's angry, he's showing his teeth, he's making sound, so you are frightened, he scares you. And then there is surprising and surprised. A person's sudden behavior was surprising. You were surprised by their behavior, feeling. We see that quite often. For example, a woman, a woman's behavior or acting was surprising because the man sitting beside her surprised her with the ring and asked her to marry him. So this is feeling very exciting, and this is characteristic. What is he doing? Wow. So these are examples when you use adjectives ending with ing and ed. As you can see, it's getting a little bit more complicated. That's why I leave this open to everybody on my channel so you can review every part of the English grammar on your own terms and learn what is what. And if you have any question, just leave me a comment and I will be happy to answer it to you. So this is everything for today. It's longer than normally, but I'm happy that I've done it and there is going to be more stuff to learn. Bye for now.